hear me now? Check. Hello, hello, hello. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me now. Hear me softly. Okay, how's that? Can you hear me now? Hello, 1 2 1 2 3. I can bump up. Yes, you are heard. Is it loud enough, or do I need to crank it up some? I've cranked it up as much as I can on OBS, but I can crank up gain on the mixer board thing. So we'll check this out. Man, what a flop! And I was even on time and had all kinds of fun, cool, funny things to say, and I was on a roll. Perfect. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Hello, Miss Wendy. Hello, Lisa. Had some. I don't know what happened. I haven't changed anything because I run the lives on the mini PC and I don't mess with nothing on it. This camera looks like it's crooked, but I guess it's okay. I'm just going to pretend you was mom there for a bit. Well, I was saying some things and they were rhyming and all this and that and saying it's a great day to be alive, but I wasn't alive, was I? I was just a figment of my own imagination. Yes, transferred that. I had that opener running. Grandpa, I bought your battery pack. Works so far. Which battery pack did you get? Curious. Oh, and hopefully, and thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wishing he was low for me because my headset was on low. Well, it's the one thing I've noticed is on YouTube, YouTube regulates the audio. If it's too loud, they lower it. If it's too low, they raise it in their system. But when I do the video like on for Amazon, if the volume is loud, the video is loud, and it's hard to get it adjusted because I usually leave my slider on the computer at 25, and it sounds okay when I'm editing it. So I can turn it down, turn it up, and you can normalize your video, but it doesn't really do too good. At least the volume on my tablet was all the way. Well, hopefully it's good now. Uh, Check this out. Are you sure you want to leave you? Oh, oh, that one. Yeah. And I tell you what, Orange tries to update all the time. It's annoying. Now it'll probably pop up that I need to restart the browser. Browser didn't. Yeah, that's a pretty nice one, and it's small. Man, it fits in your shirt pocket. If you watch the video, it's like this big compared to my phone right here. So it's about that big. Anyway, yeah, yeah, it's a pretty nice one, and it's cheap. It's like 19 bucks. Yep, that's a pretty good one, and it has the USB-C, the micro USB, and then what do they call that for Apple phones or iPhones? The Fire, uh, whatever you call the plug for iPhones. I just got it, but do like the adapters are connected to the device. Yeah, And you can, plug them other devices in up there in the top. I didn't do a test to see how long it would hold the charge, but I don't think it should have any problem. The main thing on these that and I did use it some to kind of see because some of them get extremely hot. And this one it got warm, but it didn't get extremely hot, so it should be a good one. Only thing that worries me is those thin cables look kind of flimsy. Yeah, they're thicker than like the computer ribbon cables, but they should be all right, as long as you're not tugging. But I tell you what, if you're doing delivery, especially if you're doing like, because this happened to me, doing like Walmart Spark and doing shopping orders, and your phone goes dead, you better have a backup. I I had backup before, but I didn't have it with me, and I wound up having to leave my shopping order up at customer service, go out in the car, let my phone charge just long enough because I'd already done the order. I just had to scan scanned it and bag it up. But I had to go out there and let it charge. I've got a little round one that just plugs into the bottom, but this one that Lisa got is it's small enough where it's not like because I've got a great big one and it's heavy. This one's lightweight and small. I only used it once so far, but it worked so far. A good deal. I used it doing spark water. Cool. If I tell you what, a while ago I was talking about it, and I'm trying to read, and when I blink my eyes, it's good. But I went to I was saying it earlier to myself apparently, but I had like allergies or something. I don't know. It's not allergies. I don't know what it is. Anyway, my eye starts burning really, really bad. Needless to say, this one don't, but this one does. But anyway, uh, I mentioned it to my doctor, and she gave me some drops, and they helped some, but it wasn't doing it. And finally, the other day when I went to the doctor, she gave me some cream, but I have to put it in there 4 times a day. It's like a salve. That's hard to put in there because you're supposed to like pull your eyelid down and get it under your eyelid. That's really hard to do. But the thing of it is it's making everything kind of blurry. And I've got some reading glasses here, and I could probably see better if I put them on. Not really. It makes them smaller, but it does make them clearer. Of course, I don't know if you can see how dirty those really are. I ain't worried about that side. That side. I did find my regular glasses that I bought a few years ago, and I put them on, and they didn't help at all. But anyway, man, it kind of messes that salve stuff messes with your eyes. See, I can see perfect now. But anyway, I go to the eye doctor Monday. We'll see. I guess as long as I don't go blind, we're in good shape. Of course, I could keep it talking even if I was blind. I just wouldn't have a clue what anybody was saying. Anyway, what will be, will be. Ain't nothing we can do to stop it, but we can try to head it off. I need to have my eyes checked. Well, when I was at the doctor's office, and I don't know how the numbers really are, but she told me I had 20/25, and I always thought when you had 20/20, it was like 20 here and 20 here. Obviously, I can't have 20/25. I really don't know what she meant. I don't know. I was able to read some on the chart now, but I can't see. I know I can't see near as good as what I used to. This I had perfect. Actually, it was a little better than perfect. Well, I guess you can't get better than perfect, but you know what I'm saying. I could see needle. I could see the needle in the haystack. I mean, I was shooting 22 cartridge shells off of a fence post at about 30 yards. Just take a 22 and shoot them off, and I could see them. I don't think. I mean, I might get lucky now and be able to hit them, but it won't because I'll be able to see them probably. Not at 30 and 40 yards. I don't know. It was out at my grandparents' on the river bank, on the river, not on the bank. But anyway, I would like to have that new laser vision correction done. My mom had that done, and it worked. I guess it still works. But she saw real good there for a while. Oh, Victor. Victor answered me. Every time I see that name, Victor, I think of what movie was it? His name was Victor in the movie. It was like, I don't think it was Hannibal. No, it wasn't. It was, I think it was the same guy that played Hannibal, like Lecter. No, Victor. No, Victor was the uh he was like the bad guy on what was it? With Beverly Hills Cop. Maybe that's who I'm thinking of. Anyway, it used to be expensive, but it got so much cheaper now. I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to see. I know one thing I would like to happen, but I don't know if it will happen. Uh, Getting something new, but I don't know if they're going to say it's cosmetic or if I can somehow say it's medically necessary. I'd like to. Everything would look better, fit better, work better. Couldn't see any better, but you know, it is what it is. Victor is probably wanting to know if I got a. If y'all watch my videos, you'll see the desk that I do the videos, the reviews at. You know, it's the electric desk that goes up and down. Got one of those in today from Victor. Here's well, here's a USB UPS tracking number. Yes. Well, I'm not going to answer him right now. Anthony Hopkins played Hannibal. Yeah, yeah, but who was it? I was getting it mixed up. But Victor, I think, was in Beverly Hills Cop. Who texted? Mom. We late, but we here. All right. Well, got family members in the house. So y'all had the cigarettes and the drugs and the alcohol and or whatever. What other bad stuff can you put up? It's bad when you don't know how to be bad. I do have a bottle of whiskey though. About that much of it's missing out of that bottle, and that bottle is about 10 years old. No, I got nothing against somebody having a beer. It's just I just don't used to, but don't no more. I'm shocked Tim isn't here. Well, he sometimes shows up a little late. I want to look this up because I'm curious now. And by the way, hello, Jim, Paula, Phyllis, if you're there, and Mom. I don't know who else over there. Jack Daniels for me. What was that song? Jack Daniels, if you please. Are you the ultimate soccer fan? Not at all. Character named Victor in a movie, possibly. What did I say? Not right. Here we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Him. Yeah, yeah. That's who I was thinking about. That feller. Jack Daniels, am I joining a bunch of drunks tonight? No. Oh, how you doing, pork chop? No, I was just trying to be funny. Update complete. Well, that's nice of you. I did sell the mobility scooter earlier. You know, um, I don't know if the lady did it intentionally or if she just kind of scammed me. It was an older lady, uh, you know, a little older, probably 70, 65, 70. But apparently she was buying it for her husband. But her and her friend came over and she had asked me if I would take any less. And I said, no, I really can't. I had listed it for $350. And then she said that she forgot her purse or something and that she would have to go get it. And oh, that's kind of cool. But she would have to go get it. And I said, well, I have Cash App or Maybe Square. I don't drink. uh, but I said I take Cash App or Venmo or, you know. And she goes, well, I think I have Cash App. And I said, well, I take Zelle too. And she goes, oh, I have Zelle. Well, I was talking and I was telling her stuff about the scooter. And she wound up scanning the little QR code from my phone for Zelle. And like I was saying earlier, I'm not. I just put that salve in my eye, so it's really hard for me to see. And I wasn't paying that close attention, but she wound up giving me 300. And after they left, we had talked about my YouTube channel and Amazon and stuff. And I told her that I would send her the YouTube channel link and my Amazon storefront link. So I sent that to her, but I also said, and by the way, you paid me 300 instead of 350. I said, but that's okay. And then she never answered. A little while ago, she said I thought you had it listed for 300. And clearly the listing said 350, but I'd already deleted it and everything. And I just, I thought, you know what? I'd rather have a guaranteed 300 than a maybe 350 from somebody else later. And I just told her, I said, well, your husband can really use it. So it was worth it. It went to somebody that could really use it. $50 makes, if somebody can really use it. I have to turn this down. That's my security camera. A car went by, and if they're real close to the edge of the road, it'll set it off. Usually it's the cats that are setting it off. But anyway, the lady either honestly made a mistake or she scammed me. But you know what? $50. If the man can use it, they said that they was having when they go to the doctor, he has to go into another room because his wheelchair won't fit through the door and blah blah blah. And it could all been made up, but if it was, it was. If it wasn't, it wasn't. I think me not pitching a fit about it was the right thing to do. Just let it go. Not worth it. Oh, am I missing anything? Hey, Miss Womble, that's crazy about Canadian fires. I don't know nothing about Canadian fires. Him has been showing all the smoke from fires in Canada. Oh, really? Is that why this is smoky up in New York? I thought it might have been fog. I have no idea. I don't watch the news. Every once in a while I catch something, but Grandpa, I think this is the first time you went live and I didn't have a breakfast order the next day. Yeah, you stay pretty busy on those catering breakfast orders. But last week was New Orleans. Damn, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, last week we had New Orleans, and then the time before, New Orleans is just more exciting. This is I mean, it's pretty and all, but we're gonna go to Bourbon Street here in a minute. Where the crazy thing? Yeah, yeah. We need a thunderstorm earth cam. I don't know. I don't know if we even got any thunderstorms going on right now. What's that? There's a guy that he's on YouTube. He usually has spotters out all over the United States. Let's see, we want. Where are we? I'm surprised it's not. Is it? No, it's not open there. I heard San Antonio got rocked the other day. Oh man, I did see some videos on YouTube. Yeah, Bourne, the town of Bourne, north of San Antonio, is like flooded. You know, I hate to see people lose their property, but I do know because I was looking for state parks in central to southern Texas to go to, and most of the lakes were drying up, and a lot of them, the boat ramps were closed and all that. So nature's going to fill them up, and hopefully it don't just all run off and run out into the Gulf. Hopefully the lakes get filled up. But sadly, people probably is losing property, and hopefully not lives, but you know, it's fortunate part of life, I suppose. Let's go to Vegas, Earth Cam. But, oh, if we can. If you can. The tornado tore the road off some apartments. Oh, I didn't know about a tornado down there. I just knew they had a bunch of flooding. Oh, there we Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. Karaoke cam. There we go. We can get some copyright going on. Allegiant Stadium. You know, I would really like to go back to Vegas, but for a totally different reason now than what I did when I did go. I don't care. I mean, going to casinos would be all right, but there's so much more to see and do. Red Rock Canyon and so many things to see. What was that Willy Wonka said? So many things to, so much, so much to do and so little time to do it, or so little. I don't know. He said it backwards. Yeah, yes, I watched Willy Wonka. Where were we? What? Oh, the Bellagio. We at the Bellagio. Everybody say hi. Go to the wedding chapel one. Oh, really? Is Elvis marrying people? They have one? Oh, there it is. Elvis Wedding Chapel. Oh, I guess it's a no bueno for the wedding chapel. I don't know. Y'all have to tell me if she can y'all hear it? I can't. Is she singing? Actually, you know what? I have that shirt that she's got. Well, technically, I don't. Well, technically, I do, but I think it was my mom's. Or was the flag turned the other way? I don't remember. No sound. Well, maybe. Oh, wait. That's probably. We turn my speaker off. Now you should have sound. Hello, Kason. I'll turn that off. From what I could hear, she was not. She was not the next Who's famous? I don't even know famous singers now. I'm thinking Alanis Morissette. I don't know. I wonder what this one. Still daylight there. 9:35. Did y'all hear that the daylight saving times? Did it actually get passed, or did it just go to the Senate or something? People was commenting on Facebook about it, but I think it passed, but I'm not real sure. I thought I was behind in the stream. And you heard about Grandma's going, yes, 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 I did. And I've got a security camera. I would like to set it up over there. And the thing is about security cameras, so unless you're sitting here watching it or something, you may have on video what somebody did, but it's not going to stop them from doing it because they've already done it and gone. But you can get them later. And that is a one big old stadium, isn't it? Past the Senate, still going through the House. Okay. I don't really care one way or the other. Don't bother me. But I know there was people fussing about the kids having to walk in the dark and all this and that, but get up and take them to school. Um, we well, actually, I don't really remember it ever being dark when we went to school. Maybe it was. I don't know. But it was uphill, 3 miles uphill in the snow. I was on my huffy bicycles. What I was on, I didn't walk. Uh, I know who did it, but not gonna say names. Well, it was really stupid. I mean, there was no reason. You know, kids are gonna be kids. I get that, and they might throw an egg at a car, and that's not right, and they can get in big trouble for it. But to open up a car door and throw an egg inside of a car, especially somebody older, and somebody that feeds half that neighborhood if they come out knocking on the door. Well, not half of it, but that was stupid. Uh, if I knew who did it, I would definitely. Well, you'd have to prove it, but definitely file charges. That's vandalism, and then I'll be charging them for the detail that our car is going to be getting Monday. But all right, I'm gonna stream that. I think. Okay. I remember standing in the dark and the fog, waiting for the bus. Suddenly, you could see the bus lights blinking, but you couldn't see the bus. Yeah, I have done that. It's because they were trying to get back at me. Well, you have nothing to do with grandma's car. If somebody needs to get at somebody, they need to get at them and not be a punk and do it to somebody else. It's like me getting mad at my next door neighbor and going across the street and doing something to their house. Makes no sense. When it's dark so early, it causes issues because we are in the think of this. When it's dark so early, it causes issues because we are in the thick snow. Oh, okay. Some places will get light in the morning until 9. That is messed up. Yeah, but you know what? Everybody's going to get used to it. It's just the way it is. What did people do before clocks? What did people do before cell phones? Everybody, um, I don't know. I'm not going to get off on that, but people will get used to it. Did it for thousands of years. Well, all right. Love you. I'm going to go eat. All right. Love you too. Have a good night. But I personally would rather have, because one of the comments was somebody had said something about you'd have more daylight when you got off work. And me personally, I would rather have more daylight when I got off work. I went to work a lot of times when it was still dark, uh, and but you had more daylight when you got off work, and that's the way I would want it personally if it left up to me. But everybody's got their different reasons and everything else. I'd vote for it 100%. But good thing is for the kids to play outside after school. Exactly. You know, who wants to go play that early in the morning anyway? I certainly don't. Bad enough. I got my eye doctor. I know I mentioned that, but that's at 8 a.m. I'm not used to getting up that early. Although we did get up that early when we was at the lake. But the funny thing is, I can wake up so easy when it was time to go fishing. When it was time to go to work, especially time to go to school, I didn't want to get out of bed. Yeah, with the time thing here, it won't get daylight till 8:30. Yeah, just means you got more daylight. And really, if you think about it, it could. I know this is reaching way out there, but it could slow crime rate down just a hair because most of the crackheads and stuff, well, actually, they've probably been up for about 36 to 48 hours anyway. Never mind, that theory didn't work. I was just thinking if people are going to break into people's houses after dark, they're not going to get up bright and early to go break into somebody's house because it's still dark. Never mind. Who was I fooling? Last time I saw sunrise is because I stayed up all night. I hear you. Oh, by the way, I need to make a video. Burke Burnett storms. Apparently, we're supposed to have storms, possibly overnight. It was weird looking at the storms coming through yesterday. They were coming from, well, y'all wouldn't know, but Mom, they were coming from Petrolia and moving this way because usually storms go uh, south and east, but these was going west northwest. Nothing big, just little rain clouds, and it never even made it here. They do it in broad daylight now. They don't care. Yeah, you're right. I remember seeing on Facebook a while back, it was a news article from the news station. There was a 10-year-old that shot and killed two or three robbers that broke into the house. And, you know, if you're going to break into somebody's house, you put yourself in that position. I'd shoot them. The, the problem is you got to live with it. But, you know, uh, if it comes to you or them that's going down, yeah, I'd rather it be them. They're the ones doing the wrong. You're just giving them a shortcut to the big judge. Forget all that litigate or paperwork. But, I don't know. It would be terrible to take another person's life, regardless of what they did. But if you have to, you have to. I say I would shoot him, no problem. Yeah, it would be a problem. I wouldn't want to, but I would do it. I think I would do it. I would like to think I would be able to do it. I don't know. But one of the hardest things I ever did, I shot stuff all the time when I was a kid, but we had a cat that got really sick. It was a kitten, And that thing, we've had it in the bathroom, and uh, this was my old house. Had it in the bathroom, and it was almost like a dog parvo on a dog. It was just slobbering and chewing on its leg and moaning and crying all night. And finally, Lisa told me that I needed to go take care of it. And, I got my 22, took it out, to down the road a ways out in the country, and beared down on it, put the finger on the trigger. And man, that's hard to do, and I'm not a big pet person, but, it's hard to do but you got to think about the suffering. And that's what made me finally pull the trigger, is thinking how bad it was suffering. But, just shooting something like that's bad. Can you imagine having to shoot somebody? But, you got to do what you got to do. I'd rather just run them off the road if they cut out in front of me. That's the thing. I need to get me, what is that storm chaser truck? Uh, got the full metal all the way around it. I need one of them. And when somebody cuts me off, then I just, what do they call it? Pit them. Pit them, make them spin out. I feel the same way. I'll take them out before I go down. Yeah, yeah. It depends on where I'm going. I've got mine, and I've carried it a few times. When I first got my permit, I carried it a lot more, but now I really don't. But it's with me sometimes. But that's the very last thing I want to do. But you know, anyway, my pet, my pet, when it's his time, I hope I'm home when it happens and it goes peacefully. I wouldn't want to have it do that. I wouldn't want to have to do that to my pet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you don't want things to suffer. The same way with people. Do all you can for them, and if they're that miserable and just suffering and a slow death, that's more crueler than just speeding the process up. What is Vegas is what 2 hours? I guess 2 hours behind us because it's I don't know. It's weird. It wouldn't hour wise. It shouldn't make any difference. I mean, there's still daylight. I had to watch mom suffer before she passed. Yeah. Hello, Ray. How's it going? Yeah. Nothing. Nothing pleasurable about suffering for anybody or anything. There was a kitten out here in the backyard. What was it, last week? It was last week or the end of the week before, and apparently somehow it got up in the. I'm assuming it got up in the tree and it jumped down, but it was dragging its back leg like it was dislocated its hip or broke a leg or something. And they're real feral, so you can't get close to them. Mama finally comes up here now. She lets me get close to her and want to feed her. But her kittens are real feral. And anyway, I was trying to scoot some water over to it, and it was trying to climb the fence, and it get almost to the top, and it would just look at me and just fall back to the ground. Um, I thought, well, I can feel the leg and see if it's broke, and maybe try to splint it or something. But then I thought, I don't have a pellet gun or nothing. Either way, I stayed out there for the rest of that day, and then I took some food out there. and it dragged itself to the very back of the yard. And then late the next day, no, it was 2 days later, I went out there to look because it was there the next day. I went out there. No, it was the next. Anyway, it had food and water out there. But one day I went out there and it wasn't out there, and I don't know where it went. It was like trying to go over the fence to the vacant house next door. There's a barn next door. I don't know if it was trying to get in there, but I think it was one of his mama's kitten. Because I took her around to the back to show her where her kitten was, but it's like she don't care. She she was more interested in getting back around front. But there's still two kittens. They come over here at night. And while I was gone over the weekend, apparently the cats and the raccoons had a fight out there because there was fur all over the place on the porch, and there was poop. I guess the raccoons pooped on the porch, and somehow or another it was a perfect circle. I don't know if they peed on the porch and their pee don't go in. I mean, it looked like somebody dragged a chair like in a circle because it was perfect circle. I don't know what it was. Anyway, I got it all washed off. But the raccoons come up here and drink out of the bird bath. They had knocked it over twice now. Anyway, feeding the neighborhood. Hello, Presley. Anyway, I've just been rambling. I have finally made it here. It's been a tough week. Yes, I've been. I thought you came in a while ago. Say hi, but howdy. I thought I already said howdy, but maybe no, maybe I'm just rambling and not paying attention. Who knows? Shin Lim. Who was that? I don't know, y'all. I mean, that's cool and all. New Orleans is more fun. You are Bourbon Street. Cats meow. Which one do we? This is the one we usually watch. Uh-oh. But what was that other one? Huh. I don't remember seeing this one before. Well, we'll watch it for a minute. Anyway, yeah, I was finally on time tonight and my microphone wasn't working. I guess maybe OBS updated. I've heard if you update OBS, sometimes you have to go in there and reset everything. The new rechargeable light was a good tool to have around. Good deal. That little magnet thing you did the review on looked pretty cool. How you could bend it in different directions. But my phone don't have the magnet on it. But I think you can buy the phone with the circle on it, or the cases with the circle on it. I wonder how much a hotel room is. I absolutely don't want to go to, was that Mardi Gras? But, and I may be maybe I ought to just leave Bourbon Street in a memory. Because when we went, there was people, little, little boys singing and playing music and people painting and, you know, an old man playing the guitar down the road. And now it may not be the same as it used to be. I don't know, but I would like to go back, but I don't care nothing about the party in life. I just want to. I like watching people. People are interesting. Uh, Sometimes people do what you would think would be dumb, But if you watch something play out, you understand why they did it, whatever it might be. French, whoa, I guess somebody's in control of the camera. Hey, oh, this is like right above where we're usually at. The French Quarter is nice too. And yeah, you can just stick a piece of metal to the back of your phone case. It's a hefty magnet on that. Yeah, it looked like it was it looked like you put a little effort into taking it off. I was wondering if when you was driving down the road, if it would vibrate off. Well, I'll tell you what, I guess that fortune teller hadn't won the lotto yet. I never understood that. I said that last week. And you do got to give them credit, though, because they pay enough attention and know how to manipulate you enough to learn more about you and then carry the conversation further. And you forget what you already told them. And then when they start telling you about something, oh, how did you know that? Well, you told me 10 minutes ago, but you don't remember it because I manipulated you. Anyway, guarantee you, if there was real fortune tellers, then you wouldn't know it because they would be Howard Hughes. Howard Hughes could be a fortune teller, because whoever was a real fortune teller probably going to be pretty well off. I don't know. And no, I don't see. Is that down there with the terrace? Oh yeah, we can zoom in, can't we? Oh, how did we do that? Oh wait, I'm really not trying to zoom in on you, darling. I'm trying to go over there because I think over there is where they was doing the tarot cards, and that was tarot TEARRANG. Hey, there goes the guy with the well, somebody's moving their camera again. Never mind. What yeah, OTAROT. Yeah, yeah. You can tell how much I know about that stuff. Zoomed out. Oh, I don't have to hold the control button down. I thought I had to hold the control button down. What's 604? What is he doing? Maybe we don't want to know what he's doing. The voodoo done got a hold of him. What he was doing. Is Grandpa frozen or is it just me? I don't know. Am I froze? I don't think I'm froze. I could be froze. He's not frozen on my end. Okay. Good deal. I don't think I am, but who knows? These people are standing up. I don't want my lawn chair up there. I mean, if these are like hotel rooms that they're at, I map my GoPro out here, and obviously there's some music playing because she is feeling the vibe. Oh, all of them are. Look at that. Look at there. Who needs Vegas? We got three gals right here gonna do the leg thing, whatever you call it. Oh, they're line dancing. She's line dancing. I refresh my page. I see action now. Yep, we got us some dancers down here. Now, see what would be fun? And not for me to do, but fun to watch. If you get two young girls, two young guys, it don't matter. Start dancing like that, and then before long, a couple more join in, and before long, you got half the block all doing it. Now that would be fun to watch. I would. It'd be, if I was out there doing it, it'd be like, when you was a kid, you stack the dominoes up and they all fall. That'd be what happened if I tried to dance. I'd be knocking one down, they'd fall into the other, and anyhow. Is that the Chucky doll stuck to the door where the guy in the yellow shirt is standing? Oh, it looks like it, don't it? Oh, what happened? Oh, reset. How come it won't let me? Oh, there we go. I don't know. I don't think so. It looks like it's got a beard, but it's hard to tell. This be me. I'm just observing from the outside. I don't want to go in. It's too loud, too crowded. That is the back of the doll. Oh, okay. Hmm. Kind of cool. It's kind of cool that you can zoom in. All right, people, moving along, moving along. You're causing a traffic jam. He's feeling it. He got the rhythm in his blood. It's an old song. I got the rhythm. Hey, Mom, where you at? That was probably a 60s or 70s song. I got the. Now, Jerry Reed songs popping in my head. I got the. She got the mansion. I got the shaft. I don't remember how that goes. Anyway, that is back of the doll. Okay. I got the music in me. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. 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 Oh, she got her kids down there. What in the world? Oh, he's got a selfie stick. I was like, what does he got? But he's got his phone on the end of a selfie stick. I see nothing wrong with taking your kids somewhere like this when it's a weeknight or something, like this. But taking them into the bars and stuff, not little kids, not a good environment. But like this, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Let's hope there is music playing for the guy dancing on the back. Let's see. Y'all tell me if there is. We'll unmute that. I don't know if you can hear it. I'll turn my speaker on for a minute, but it'll get too much back feed. I don't know. I can leave. If it gets loud, y'all tell me. If it gets too loud, tell me, and I'll turn that music back or the sound back off. I think there's normally sound with Earth videos. Yeah, well, I turned it on. Should be getting some audio now. Oh, T-Ron, come in. Where's he at? Hello, T-Ron. How's it going? Whoa. See? Got no control over the camera. Wonder where the guy is that's usually standing like a statue. He's not there tonight. I think that's a different lady. Yeah, that's a different lady. The other lady was. Hello, Mr. Tim. Oh, I got them all emailing me now. I was almost caught up, and that big old desk came in today. Iris, enjoy. This is Iris from Camino, Camimito. Kemimoto. It's a pleasure to contact you. We're excited to invite you to a collaboration with us on a promotional Amazon affiliate video. Camimito makes durable, practical gear for motorcycles, UTVs, and ATVs. Too bad I don't have none of them. What does Joy have to say? However, video looks great. Overall, thank you for your work. However, we mentioned before, could you please remove the part that mentions the liquid absorption feature? Also, please make sure the video is uploaded under the liquid. What did I? Okay, y'all, what did I review that has a liquid absorption? Oh, I'll have to check it out later. I am off the clock at the moment. Whoa, I thought I did something. A bit late, Tim. You're a whole lot late. Yes, 10:07. By the way, Tim, that laptop is a pretty good laptop. Am I zoomed in? Oh, yeah, I am. The only thing that I've noticed about that laptop is it does not have a card reader. And even the uh, uh, docking station that you use that comes with it does not have a card reader in it either. Luckily, I have a card reader. They should have made one onto at least onto the docking station. But actually, the sound's pretty good. Watching videos all night, let it running all night watching. Oh, now they're all going to line dance. There we go. It lasted about 10.5 hours. Hey, y'all, get it together now. They're going to say, "We are family." Got all my brothers and sisters with me. What's that? I don't remember. Anyway. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, little Timmy. Specs on that laptop look pretty decent. Yeah, it ran. It ran. What what video editor I use? Is this what happens when you get older? You can't remember. Can't remember nothing. Uh, DaVinci Resolve. It ran DaVinci Resolve, GIMP, and then I had, of course, the browsers with about 5 tabs open, all, and it ran it just fine. It didn't miss any frames. It didn't freeze up. Nothing. You know, and like I went down to the park today to wrap the video up. I haven't even started editing, so I don't know if it came out or not. But it's not, you're not gonna play high end games on it. But to edit videos, uh, pictures, unless you're working with like some 8K video or something, that might cause a problem. 4K video didn't didn't hesitate a bit. Works really good. The only thing that I did notice when I put GIMP on there is when you go to export a file, the export button is down at the bottom of the window and you can't see it. And you can't see the X up at the top, the X out of it. So you have to go into your taskbar and put that on auto hide, and then it drops down. Then you can see all the buttons because it realigns it. I mean, it exposes that one, the export button, but then you can see the X button too. They need to get it together. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The guy in the orange wants to dance to his own. That would be me. I wouldn't be coordinated enough to keep up with other people. I went to a club one time in Altus, Oklahoma, and they were, what was it called? The Charlie Brown? I think that's what it was called. I don't know how to dance, but I thought, okay, I'll try it. I got talked into it. And, and this is no offense to anybody or any ethnicity or however you say that. But I thought, I had a black guy beside me. I thought, man, the brother knows how to do it. So who else better to follow than follow him? So I was trying to watch what he was doing and mimicking that. And I looked around and me and him was the only one doing that. So, So, oh, now they're getting them all going. They must have heard me talking. They heard me. They heard the voices from above. Oh, anyway, yeah. Yep. So that was probably one of my one and only times I've danced like anything like this here. Well, yeah, they're all doing what I said a while ago. It's a miracle. Oh, I mean, that was kind of loud, wasn't it? Voices from above. I hear voices all the time. They all kind of sound like me though, but they kind of don't agree all the time. Oh, somebody's up there with beads. Are they wanting somebody to pop their top off? Some 400-pound man. He's like, here you go, honey. Oh, that'd be my luck. Oh, well. All good in the neighborhood. Well, I think they're partied out already. Boy, these are some real party people, aren't they? They lasted about 3 minutes. I hear her voice all the time, too. Always sounds like Wendy. Oh, don't look, Ethel. It's too late. I say a lot of things like that, and if there was younger people in here, they'd be saying, what is she talking about? Most of you probably know what I'm talking about. I'm uploading a short of a baby snake I caught today. I'll share the link as soon as it's finished. It's so small. Cool. That's one thing I haven't seen here is snakes. Everywhere I've lived, I've always seen snakes. Even in the heart of Wichita Falls, you see snakes. But up here, I have not seen a snake one. But I never saw gophers when I lived in Wichita. So I'm wondering if gophers, I need to look that up. I don't know. But I'm wondering if gophers kill snakes, and that's why there is no snakes. I have not seen one snake, not even a snake skin. Here we go. We're flying again. I'm uploading it from my phone, and it takes forever. Yeah. Wonder why the light's blinking then. Maybe the way the camera hits it. Maybe it's another camera. That's another camera. But mine, I've noticed when I do the video or the reviews on the security cameras, I have mine mounted right here. You can't see, but right outside my window up above, from the window up above, but also over by the front door. And when this camera is looking at towards the front door, it it blinks. It's not blinking, but the camera picks up a blink. I guess it's the night vision part of it. I saw two of those baby snakes today. Well, as long as they don't have little buttons on the end and a triangled head. Haunted house. Turn the speaker on a minute and see what's there. I had to turn my speaker off. I could put my headphones on, I guess. I don't know where they're at now. I got it playing for y'all. Hopefully it's not drowning me out too bad. Yeah, won't be long and it'll be time for haunted houses. That gal has a lot of. My grandpa was a hunchback of Notre Dame. That's not nice. Probably just wait. It's maybe the way she's standing. Whoa, where are we going? Oh, the corner or cornet. Man, I would be so self conscious if I knew that camera was up there. You know, what if you're picking your nose or something? And you're worldwide. You know, or if your booty has a scratch or an itch and you scratch it. I don't know. I don't mind. Obviously, I don't mind being on camera at all, but I do like to know when the camera is on. Oh, we might. He's trying to coax some, isn't he? With the beads. We may see more than what we want to see here in a minute. Who knows? Most of the people probably have no clue they're on camera. Yeah, probably not. Or you are scratching your undercarriage. Exactly. Well, maybe he went to go take care of an itch or pull a hair out of his nose. He disappeared. Yeah, the guy down there with beads. He's really trying to. Oh, oh! I thought he had a taker. I do know. I've watched On Life Patrol, and they have those motorcycle week or whatever down there in Florida, and they do that. And then if the cop sees them lift their shirt, they arrest them because they've arrested guys for dropping their drawers. And bam, they're on them. The ones that we see on TV. You know, probably hundreds of them get away with it all the time, but they caught one. You know, You shouldn't be doing that. But to arrest them, I don't know. Unless they have a history of that, I would probably give them a warning. And if I saw them do it again, give them a fine. If I saw them doing it again, they go to jail. But, that it's not right, and they shouldn't do it. But come on, they're not like beating somebody up. They're only embarrassing themselves. Of course, if there was kids around, that's a whole different story. Only 21% of the short uploaded so far. Wow, that is slow. They get on their registered sex offenders list up to. Oh, really? No, that's not right. I don't agree with that one. Not at all. Yeah, that's not right. Anyway, they got the flag rolled up. It must have been windy. I wonder if it's windier earlier. Oh, I am getting tired, and I ain't even started editing this video. Well, I bet he's hot. Long sleeve shirt. The humidity's probably really high down there. Unless it's like a fishing shirt, real thin. Oh, I got clothes in the dryer. Yeah. Oh, did he throw her the beads anyway? I guess he threw her some beads or something. Yep. Oh, she's going to shake her booty for the beads. Well, at least she's got a little respect for herself. Oh, Lord. Oh, I'm not zooming in on that. I don't think we need to. I think we can see plenty right here. Oh, my. That was tacky, wasn't it? Oh, heck, I got clothes in the washer. I took them out of the washer earlier. Well, the house was supposed to get cleaned today, but so I thought, well, I can't video while she's here. So, oh, she's got Jello shots or something. So I can't. That must be a bar. I thought it was like a hotel or something, but it's got to be a bar. Anyway, I thought, well, I'll wash clothes, so I got the clothes going. And then she didn't show up. She's supposed to show up tomorrow. Let's see. Hopefully, she does a little better job, but not like I'm paying premium price either. I need to Google what gets rid of spiders. I know you can get the. I want his beads. There you go. I would throw him something just because he's a good. Uh, uh, oh, I guess they did. Oh, that was funny. Oh, he's throwing him back up there. And see, that would be fine. I just got a notification about Sinpix doing catering. Hmm. I missed Steve. I was wanting to watch Steve's live show because it was, I was, wasn't going to watch, probably not watch the whole thing, but I'd had it planned. But when I thought it, I think it said 7 o'clock, so I figured it would be 8 o'clock. So about 8:03, and then when I looked on it, it was like 3 minutes over. I think he was going to talk about the prices of Yugos and autonomous cars, stuff like that. They were testing catering in California and Florida later this year. Oh, somebody looks like they've been to that wedding chapel. Don't she have a veil on? Elvis has left the building. I don't think I would want to spend, like my whole vacation here. But it would be fun to go there and, eat some good Cajun food. And then I would want to head on over to the ocean or the Gulf and do some fishing, head out and go fishing or al- the alligator tours and stuff like that. I the bright lights and all that, I like them, but just for a little while. I'm not into the big party big light thing. I'd rather go on a alligator tour, but look at it. She got some. Oh, it's a stroller. It looked like she was pushing a dolly with somebody on it. I haven't seen a catering yet. Interesting how good or horrible they are. I don't think they have any kind of catering here. I know that some of the restaurants cater, but they use their employees. They don't use like any third party or anything. I don't even know if I'm still active on Spark. To be honest with you, it's been a year and a half since I've done a Spark order. Sometimes I miss it. Sometimes I don't. I miss the social interaction. Because some of them people, especially older people, they don't have nobody to talk to. When you go to drop their stuff off, they want to talk for a minute, and that's fine for a few minutes. I can't spend the whole day, but let them get a little talking in. But I don't know. I don't miss getting gas all the time. Watching the mileage go up on my vehicle. Uh, I think we will have to. Well, the live has been going for since 5 minutes till 9. Of course, the audio wasn't working, so technically I wasn't. Well, I was live. I just was not being heard for about 10 minutes. Oh, she's fanning her man. Oh, maybe it wasn't her man. Ooh. Oh, is she going around trying to fan people and get money? Well, maybe she is with them. I don't know. I'm confused now. Definitely wasn't her man. Well, I guess it could have been. Who knows? I'm not asking. Alpha Zero. If aliens are here and have been here for thousands of years, Jesus was an alien, and we are a product. Could people handle it? Well, I guess you can believe what you want to believe. We have the, mm, the freedom to believe. I don't believe Jesus was an alien, though. I mean, that's just my personal belief. But on the flip side of that, I do not disagree with their possibility of being aliens. As far as I know, nowhere in the Bible does it say that there is not alien. It doesn't say there is, but it doesn't say there's not. There's a possibility. Who knows? We will someday. It's a big galaxy just for us. Yeah, that's true. You know, I'm not. I wouldn't say there wasn't. I'm not saying for a fact there is, but you know, if God could create Earth and man and everything on Earth, then why couldn't He create it somewhere else too? Maybe in a different form or a different way. So who knows? Galaxy has billions of stars like the yeah, and there's multiple galaxies too, way beyond. Why are we special? Because God created us is why we're special. I'm not going to get into religion and all that, but everybody has a right to believe what they believe. I believe what I believe. Because Stone Cold says so. There you go. That's right. And they're shaking that booty for the beads. So, so the rock hit the dinosaur at 65 minutes. Well, yeah, everything's special. Oh, Grandma's down there by herself. Grandpa pass out in the bathroom somewhere. That's what I have heard about, like French Quarter, Bourbon Street, all that down there. And you don't really want to be by yourself. It's up to us to take care of ourselves. There's no one coming. Well, we all have the ability to take care of ourselves. We don't need other people to take care of us. A helping hand is good occasionally when needed, as long as you take the initiative to help yourself. What is that? What does that sign say? Can't, Katina? We pump oil from the ground. That's the old forest, the past. It's the fourth old matter turned in. Yep, yep. I totally agree with you there. And I'm not an expert, but I really think that's why, like East Texas and going east, the soil is the blacklands. I think it's maybe because of more biodegraded, whatever, where the trees are falling and enriching the soil more than what it has in the western. That's why you go from the blacklands to the redlands. I could be wrong though. That's just my thought. Never really looked into it. I just assumed that. it's not going to make a difference whether I get to sleep tonight or not. So you think that is real hair, or do you think that's like those things that you clip into your hair? Pretty cool though, either way. Well, this must be on a timer. It's just me, but we find Neanderthal skulls and other ape skulls. Bible falls flat. I mean, we can follow the skulls. Yeah, I kind of think so too, Tim. Everybody has their own right to their own opinion, and we'll all know someday. I just hope you, well, not you personally, but I just hope that the ones that were wrong or don't suffer too much. The world is created. No, it wasn't created 2,000 years ago. It was created billions of years. Anyway, still, yep. The world's been around for a lot longer than that. We all do agree on that. Still watching? Yes. As a matter of fact, we are. Temporarily, anyway. Getting 40 nearly. Maybe you should go find a. Uh, well, you are. You have the rights to believe what you want to believe. No disrespect. We're all human, and we need to all get along. Whatever we believe is what we believe, and that's that. We coexist together on this earth, and should all get along. Not everybody's going to be right. Not everybody's going to be wrong. Your decision. But I will tell you this: politics and religion is not one of the topics that we generally discuss in depth. May touch on things here and there, but not a debate channel. Not anything like that. We just got back from Bowie, and it was terrible for me. I went $5 in the hole. Went to Indonesia jungle to look at the. That's cool. I bet that was a fun trip. Yeah, Bowie was a bust, and we hadn't paid for the August, but I don't know if we'll be going in August or not. I got suitcase. I've got a three-piece luggage set. Yeah, a lot of the things that I had was the same thing that I have had, but this time I'll have a luggage, three-piece luggages, and actually, I no, I didn't take them, or did I? I don't remember. Anyway, some different lights and things like that. Well, you can watch calves on out in the newborn calves, and they play just like kids, so they realize this is all there is to it. You eat and you sleep. That's it. You get rained on, snowed on. Kind of reviews are coming. You tried, ain't you? And I appreciate it too. Some of the stuff, like the scooter, I sold it on Facebook earlier. I have learned that you don't place medical stuff on marketplace. You put it on your local uh, trading post. Marketplace will flag it for medical. And I was wondering why I kept seeing like wheelchairs and stuff on there. And like when I go to post something, I could never get it posted. But if you post it on like the local uh, listings, it gets approved. I mean, I posted it. When did I post that? Last night, and a couple messages on it. And today, uh, it was sold. Have your reviews slowed down? It seems like I don't see as many reviews as you used to. On your... Yeah, no, I'm still doing the same amount. Uh, I've got, I actually got a bicycle helmet. I'm kind of interested in it. It's supposed to be a smart helmet. Got built in, I haven't looked at it, but it's supposed to have built in headphones. And like you turn your head or you lean your head or something, and a blinker comes on, or you lean it this way and a blinker comes on. But no, every other day. I've got them scheduled out right now till the 20th. And then I'll finish, hopefully, get this laptop finished, and that'll be out. And then there'll be a lot of, I've got 4 shorts that will be coming out on them. I'll probably do those opposite of the long form videos. And then got a little massage thing that you put on your shoulders, bicycle helmet, ice trays. I got ice trays. The only reason why I took them is because they're on Creator Connections, and the campaign is going through next year, and like 3,000 of them in the last 30 days were sold. So it might make a couple of bucks, but I don't know. I don't need them. I don't want them, but it should be an easy video to make. So what Ray asked? If you don't sell it, boo, where? Oh well, I did on Facebook. And we did have Mom had a garage sale. Well, I mean, I guess we had a garage sale, but it was at Mom's, and actually sold stuff there. I didn't think we would, but actually did. But I was trying to think. The bicycle helmet, the massage thing, ashtrays, and that desk came in today. So there's four things. Uh, well, we'll wait. I'm fixing to shut down anyway. I didn't see your text. Well, I know you're trying. You're doing good. You did a great review on that luggage. The way you packed that suitcase was good. I want to tell you, you forgot to pack your shoes and toiletries. Oh, I know. I thought about that after, but I did put a camera case in there and a tablet, and oh, forgive me for. I'm not ignoring you. I'm watching you with. But yeah, you, you know what's crazy, and those suitcases is actually a really good buy because I was at Walmart. I had to run into Walmart and get an extension cord when we was at Bowie because I was a dummy and I didn't remember to take the one I had. So, but I walked on the end cap. They have almost the same identical single suitcase for $68, and it was like the medium sized one. Uh, and this was a three piece, and it's like 99, 120, something like that. Wasn't that very high? But I mean, you can get three, which is a whole lot cheaper than what I remember seeing it at Kohl's. Because I know when you go to the back at Kohl's, like where you pay your bill or where the bathrooms are, that's where the luggage is. That luggage is expensive, and it's not any better than this right here. Click the link to see the price, and was surprised at how cheap it was. I thought it was cheap, and after I seeing that single suitcase at Walmart, yeah, it would be a good buy. I like the soft sided one that same place, same ones that had the soft sided ones I did last month. They're sending me some more too. Supposed to be for business travel, but I don't. Wouldn't they all be for business? I mean, maybe not business, but they're all for travel. So I don't know how it's gonna be any different. But I'm gonna have to come up with something different. Going to bust your, going to bust your wobble. Oh, fell asleep in the live show yesterday. I watched him one night and he was like, and then he would just start talking and and I'm like, been there and done that, just not on the camera. But I, yeah, got to get some rest, Ray. Yeah, but he enjoys it. Wendy's gonna just start putting him a pillow and a blanket out there. He clocked in an hour sleep. I was out for about an hour or so last night. Wow, The other one night I watched, you was kind of in and out. There was a big YouTuber, I can't remember his name now. I never watched him, but Roman Atwood, they went to his house, and he was doing like 100 hour, 150 hour straight live stream. I forgot how many hours it was, but he had cameras set up throughout his house, a huge house, and you would just see people walking through, and it was kind of like this, but and when they would go get on his bus, him and his entourage, they would just switch up the camera, and they would take the camera and be videoing, but they kept the live stream going. I mean, like when they went to bed, everything. Chat was messing with him. I woke and saw a pork chop. I had called trying to wake me up. Well, guys were going to send a pizza to you, so the guy would knock on your window. That would have been funny. Oh man, I I don't know how many times I've sat right here and fallen asleep. And I'm not my sugar. Every time I've checked my blood sugar, it's always been normal. But sometimes I can eat something like I ate a little bit before, maybe a couple of grilled cheeses before I came on tonight. But had I have just been editing after I ate, I was just, and I can fall asleep for not long, like 10 minutes, and then I'm like wide awake. It's like a sugar high or whatever, or whatever, a sugar rush. I don't know what you call it. How your blood sugar spikes or something. But what's this little skinny toothpick gonna do? What's he going about? Trying to get himself hurt? Oh, anyway, yeah. Yeah, if I was just sitting here, I would. But if I'm doing something like up, with this is keeping me going. But if I get up and go do a video or whatever, I'm fine. If I'm just sitting there editing, I fall asleep. Drink caffeine on purpose, then I need to stay up. I got tea. What old? Uh, what's that? It's not. What's that other? Not Red Diamond. Uh, whatever the other tea is. I had to quit drink. I think, and I'm not a medical professional or anything like that, but my liver enzymes, I know y'all don't care, are actually dropped some. And I mentioned it to the doctor or to the nurse, and she said, "Oh, I don't think that would affect it." But I was drinking Chicken Express sweet tea, and it's got like double the sugar in it. Tastes really good, and I really like Milo's. That's what this is, and I really like it. But I quit drinking it. And, occasionally I'll go by there and get an extra large cup, but drinking it by the gallon, I don't do now. And my liver enzymes are down. Uh, Coincidental? Could be. I mean, they're still elevated, but they're down a long ways from where they were. So I really think too much sugar can affect a lot of different things. But I don't know. Either way, I know I quit drinking, buying the Chicken Express sweet tea by the gallon, and now my blood works is a little better. Oh man, it was like 156, 166, and it's supposed to be like 70 or 90 or 60. I don't know. Now it's like if it's supposed to be 60, I'm like at 80 or 90 now. where I was like 160 or whatever. We'll have a drink on that. I spike my tea with sugar. Store bought. I don't add the sugar to it. I don't. Yeah, I think I still got some. It's probably 3 years old. I don't know. I guess it don't get old. I don't know. It gets hard, and you have to get a knife and break it up when you do use it. But Red Bull. I don't know. I've never. I don't think I've ever just drank a Red Bull straight. A couple of the Ireland had sent money to pay for a big delivery. Oh yeah, that would have been funny. I remember that one time. Uh, Never mind. Mine went blank. Isn't it kind of funny how you have something on your mind and it's right at the end of your tongue and you're fixing to say it and something distracts you and like them walking across there, that distracts you for just a second and then you're fixing to say it again, but it's like a little further back in your mind. And then the deeper you dig and the harder you try to remember, you can see it going away. And it is before long, it's completely gone. You know you was fixing to say something, but you don't have a clue what it was. I mean, it's like right there fixing to come out, and then something distracts you, and then it's gone. I think that's funny. I don't know. Maybe that's a aging process. I don't know. Yep, that adds issue with me. Energy drinks are supposed to be bad for you. I heard that they can cause kidney stones. Oh, yeah. I don't know about like Red Bulls, but like those energy drinks. I had 4 cans of Red Bull one morning when I was working at the last car dealership. Apparently, I shouldn't do that. The blokes at the dealership were worried I was trying to stay awake. It doesn't do a lot. Doesn't do a lot for me. Huh. It might. Be. I know when I worked at Blue Cross, those little like at the 7-Elevens, those little 5-hour shots or whatever they are. I got a couple of those and drank them, and it made me jittery. It and it I guess it made me a little more awake, but it made me more jittery, and I could feel my heart. And that was the first and last time I ever drank those. Big Grandpa says add. Grandpa says add. You typed it before I could. ADD. Sure. And the older I get, I'm getting a little bit of say the letters, not the add. What am I adding? Who's on third? I don't even know who's on first. So how about them Cowboys? Look at them shoes he's got on. Is it raining there? That's how my mind works a lot of times. Seriously. I used to drink Mountain Dew. That made me jittery after a while. I finally gave up drinking that. isn't Mountain Dew isn't Mountain Dew the one that's supposed to have the most caffeine out of all the sodas? Or carbonated drinks, I guess. Like Mountain Dew. Put on your promise. And that one Mountain Dew did the others. At one time, Mountain Dew did. The others have caught them. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's a partly cloudy day. There's big puffy white clouds here and there. Scattered. Oh, look at that. Got a mobility scooter. That's almost no, the one I had a basket on behind the seat. So when it almost most of my review are just like that. Whoa. Oh, look at there. She's got some blinky blinks on her head. She is part of the Musketeers. And is there still Musketeers nowadays? Actually, probably Musketeer. Oh, there's the homeboy that thinks he's bad again. He's going, maybe he's with them. Yeah, he's going to get his lights knocked out. He gets throwing his hands up like that. I get so tickled when I don't watch. I try not to watch those pranksters that like go into Walmart and stuff. But I do think I have watched some where they got tackled and threw down and hit. And I'm like, serves you right. Get up in my face and act like a fool. I ain't guaranteeing I wouldn't do that to you. Uh, they stupid stuff. It's not even funny stuff. Oh, is that one they say the good old Mountain Dew in that song? What was that song? It was probably out in the 70s. I don't remember. Created a mixer for moonshine. Originally Mountain Dew. Add Mountain Dew. It will tickle your innards. I don't even remember who sang. Sign there's an old timer with a big moonshine. Oh, that's cool. I think that kid is just. Oh, he just tapped her on the booty. It looked like. I think he's just down there being a menace. He's up in the top left hand corner because he's like walked up to people like he was with them, and then now he's up there. I think he's just being a menace. Probably somebody somewhere around there has got a camera on him, and he's trying to get reactions from people. So hopefully somebody knocks him flat on his behind here in a minute. If that's what he's doing, but I think that's exactly where they need to be, knocked on the ground. I'm not a violent. I get more aggravated now than what I did when I was younger. You would think it would go the other way around, but this seems like people push me a little harder than what they used to. I try not to. I try to do the right thing, and then I let a lot go. Drivers aggravate me more than anything. What color shirt? Well, he'll be back by here in a minute. Young white boy, skinny, got like a nice, like nice, clean cut looking, like a polo shirt. I want to say it was red on the sleeves. There's one bloke that puts a buck on someone's head at Walmart, and he puts one on his own head, pretending that someone else did it. I don't see why they buy it. Are you going to get off my lawn, man? Are you off? No, no, no. No, no. Uh-oh. Did it freeze up? Did I freeze up? Hello? 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 Check. Hello? Hello? Wow, mine it just like the computer froze up. It was weird. This, oh, see what I wrote about Sarasota. Gotta go tend to my laundry. See what I wrote about Sarasota. No, well, I froze. I think it was me because everybody walking just froze. Uh, but no, I'm not a get off the lawn guy. There used to be a guy when I was young had a paper route, and if you rode across his front yard, he had a fit, and he'd be out there at 4:30 in the morning. If I wasn't there with his newspaper, he'd be walking up and down 3 or 4 houses looking for me. It was a 1 block street. He could see on both directions. Spelled it wrong. Just, oh, just, oh, just to let you know, all know that I am indeed indoors this evening. No snoozes in the van tonight. I don't know where that kid went. Anyway, wow, it's 11:08. I mainly watch. Oh, that's somebody. You want to see? Oh, okay. Now I'm thinking. You want to see something funny? Follow Sarah. So uh, she prank calls people in the old lady voice. She wears a wig and cigarette earring. I've watched. I don't know if it's her, but I've watched a couple on like YouTube Reels. I mean Facebook Reels, and they like uh, when they get spam callers, she plays along with them in an old lady voice. I don't know if that's the same one or not. I really don't get to watch as much stuff as I'd like to, but sometimes I watch too much when I should be working. Miss Wobble will have to make a motor noise so you can think you're in a band so you can sleep. I tell you what, I don't know about sitting in the front, but when I had my Yukon and I went camping, I slept so good in the back of that Yukon. I mean, that's some of the best sleep, relaxing. I don't know if it's because I had the little, uh, what do you call it? It's like the insulation stuff, but I had it cut out for the windows all the way around it, so I could black out the windows basically, and no sounds, no nothing, and it was just cozy in there. Man, I slept so good. Of course, my Armada, it's not level. It would be me sleeping. Yeah, no, it's like this. It slopes back, and plus in the front between the middle seats has a console, and this console is not removable. Some models they are. This one's not. I don't know how that would work out. I'd sure like to get back into some camping. Maybe not right now. It's a little hot out there, but about October. I don't know where that one punk was. I thought he was with them different people, but I saw him going up to other people too, so I don't think he was. I haven't seen him, so maybe somebody uh, had a talk. Anyway, kids, boys and girls, boys and girls, all ages, step right up. I don't remember how that goes. It's been so long since I've been to a circus. Ladies and germs, I think it's time to call it a night. I got to answer a couple of emails, and then I need to. I was wondering if there was the two guys right here, if they're going to say, yeah, just leave us alone. I'm trying to talk her into a date. My old dad would make us have a day away from the world day when I was a kid. So once a month, we'd stay home and shut the world away. No telly or radio, just snooze. Yeah, yeah. I think I at least for a few hours, and for us, all of us, we really ought to take 30 minutes a day and do absolutely nothing. Try not to think about anything. Don't look at your phone. Don't look at TikTok. Nothing. Just put your phone down and just let your brain go where it will. At least 30 minutes a day, if you can. 15 anyway. Every day, if possible. I know that's actually harder to do than what you would think, but I think what do they call it? Meditation. I guess that's the proper word for it. But I think it's healthy, and I think I'm not trying to get political or anything, but I think that's one of the reasons why everything kind of pushes you to keep going because it doesn't allow you to stop and think about things. And if people would just stop and think about things, it'd be a big eye opener. But people don't have time to stop and slow down and really think what this is really about. Yeah, 30 minutes a day, 15 at least. So your dad had, I agree 100%. Oh, what? Wish people still did that, Miss Romeo. Good night, sweetheart. See you next time. I tried to call it nap time. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Just try to stay awake, though, so you can think about things. Of course, I do my best thinking after I've laid down because my mind starts going when I lay down. Anyway, I'm getting off on another tangent, and it's 11:15 now, and I've said I'm going to go 3 times an hour, at least twice. Now I am actually really going to go. So they say. We'll see. Anyway, appreciate y'all coming by and hanging out, and y'all have a good night. Keep smiling, and be nice to one another. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.